Well, it's Tuesday.
Yep.
And so that means we're looking at another collectible.
Yes, we are.
And there it is. And for the last 3 weeks, we've been doing circusy collectibles.
Right.
This is about as circus as it gets, isn't it?
It is.
So this is a Craftmaster wagon.
Right.
Wood wagon kit. And these were made in like the 50s and into the 1960s. And eventually, plastic models just took everything over, and people kind of quit doing wood models. But these were really neat. And the Craftmaster, they did all kinds of wagons, Conestoga wagons and stuff, and they had kits to convert them into lamps.
Oh, really?
And we've all kind of seen those Conestoga wagon lamps from the 1950s.
Oh, they were so popular.
And there was a kit to turn this guy into a lamp, should you want to. I always wanted to get a horse, but it would have been a really big horse.
Yes.
To go with this. I think the scale is probably close to quarter or 12th scale.
12th scale?
Something like that. Almost like dollhouse scale.
I was just going to say, it's pretty good size.
Really big. Here we have an F scale figure.
Right.
So that's a 20th scale figure, and as you can see, he's quite small.
Hand comparison.
By comparison. So it's a pretty good size. Now, I built this back in the 70s, I think, if I recall, when this company was on the verge of going out of business. They were, I think, I don't know that much about, but they were taken over by General Mills.
Isn't that weird? A lot of
The
cereal
cereal
companies.
company,
Yeah,
and I don't know if they
over
were, send in a box top and get a. I don't know
that
what
was
they
the
were
thing
doing.
to do.
But that had been a thing forever. They'd been sort of involved in toys, and so I don't know. I don't know what the. If you do know, by all means, chime in and tell us about how this company somehow got bought out by a cereal company and then somehow just went completely away. At any rate, we've all built those kits that didn't come out quite the way you had hoped. And I had great hopes for this. I was thinking, I want to do a keyboard and a guy playing, and I want to drill out the organ pipes and carve mouths into the pipes and make, because they're just dowels the way it comes with the kit. They don't have the little notches or the holes.
Oh, really?
And
So you did all of that.
And I couldn't figure out how to drill them, so I just went in with a knife and carved all these holes in there and everything. And then I tried to carve out the detail in the sides of the thing, because it's scored in there, but it isn't really, and that didn't go well. I was on the verge of just throwing the thing in the trash. And my mom said, well, if you don't want it, I do.
But moms are like that. Everything their kids do is just wonderful, and they hang on to everything.
And thank goodness, because I'm so happy that
she hung on to it.
I didn't throw it away. Because while it hasn't turned out at all the way I had originally envisioned, it was going to be the great contest model, and I was going to get the gold award from the IPMS and take it to the show in Great Britain and blah, blah. Anyway.
Yeah.
We never made it to Telfordshire with it. It made it to Mom's shelf, and that's as far as it got. But thank goodness it did that.
Yeah, I was just going to say, when you have something like that, Mom hangs on to it.
Yeah. But it's a whole line of kits, and actually this is one of their better kits. As these things go, it has plastic wheels. Everything else is wood. It's kind of die cut, and you can try to punch that out or carve that out or however you want to do it to the best of your ability. It's made of plywood, generally speaking. The dowels, and this is a turned piece for the boiler. And
it reminds me a lot of my dad's wood carvings in the early days when he and my mom were young married, and most of his wood carving was just with a pocket knife. But then my mom got him a wood carving kit one year for Christmas, and he made several little...
He upped his game.
He did.
Toward the end of his life,
he and my mom
he was doing great.
Yeah, they were working together on stuff, yeah.
That stagecoach he made, it's only about so big. And, that's as good as this was supposed to be had I had the chops to do it right. But I'm glad it's still here, and
I am too.
It's an intriguing company, and I wouldn't even mind buying another one of their kits. They're, of course, around because they made millions of them, and they're on eBay and so on, and you can pick them up for around $40, something like that.
Right.
This sold originally for $3.50, and oddly enough, you'd say, gee, those have really gone up in value. No, they haven't. If you adjust $3.50 for inflation, it comes in just about $40.
There you go.
If you bought this on eBay, it'd be $40. So it's hard to remember that a quarter actually had value at some point in time.
Sounds like my grandma Hanson when we were kids, and she says, "You guys want a nickel?" And we're like, she hands us each $1, and we're like, "Grandma Hanson, this is $1." And she says, "That's a nickel."
That's a nickel. Well, you could. I used to run over to the store and buy nickel candy, and that was a big candy bar. That was a nickel.
We had penny candy, and boy, we thought we really got something.
Yeah,
there.
you
That
could
was a
get,
lot of fun.
but if you were going to spend a nickel on a candy bar, that got you a real life candy bar. Well, anyway, we digress.
Reminiscing.
If you haven't been over to the channel, please pop over to the channel. And if you're not a subscriber, you can click the blue button. Are we ready for that?
Here it comes.
Zoink! Right there, go blue button. Well, we're not sure how you found this video on the internet, and we hope you didn't find it boring. And we will see you on Sunday, because we're building some stuff.
Absolutely.
See you then.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.